Hi everyone. I've decided to come on today to talk to you about self-tanners. I don't know about you, but I tend to say fake tan. And I just think self-tanner is so much more, I don't know, appropriate. I have these bunched into 3 different categories. One is a weekly self-tanner, you know, that you put on, you let develop. Some of them have guide colors, some of them do not. One is a special one. Anyway, so I have the weekly tanner, then I have the gradual self-tanners, and then I have instant tan. So where do we start? Let's start with instant tan. You guys have probably seen this product or these products both here on YouTube and in your local drugstore. Hallelujah for Sally Hansen airbrush legs. For the longest time they had only the spray kind. Let me give you a little pointer on this stuff, particularly the spray stuff. You want to make sure that you get out of the shower, you've exfoliated, and you have a light moisturizer. Nothing greasy that's going to build up on your skin, because you want this to go on smooth, but you still want to be moisturized. I find personally that a mitt is your best friend for applying any of these. I use a mitt for everything. I'm not gonna lie, I use a mitt for everything, and they just seem to go on smooth. Hi, wax on, wax off. Here, let me clean you up a little bit. There you go. Oh, that's nice. Anyway, so I have the Deep Glow leg makeup for tan to deep skin tones. Here, let me shake it up. These are the ones I can show you actually. So this is deep. I don't want to get on my jumper. I'm going to spray. So there it is. Can you all see that? So there it is, not rubbed in. Let's do a little bit more. This one has a bit of a sheen in it, so it leaves you all glowy. So here is the one. Can you see that? I think you can. Is it really bright? So here's the one with the tan, hello, and here's the one without. Do you see how natural that is? And let me tell you, it feels amazing. It has a funky kind of smell, but what are you gonna do? So you slap that all over yourself, not just on your legs. The lovely thing about this is it is water resistant. So when you pop it on and it completely dries, even if somebody spills a drink on you or you fall into a pool, it actually will last until you take it off. And then I have it says new smooth on leg makeup in medium. Let me put a little medium on the back of this hand here. I don't think this one is matte as far as I know. This one's a little more orange. So that's why I go with the deep ones. They tend to be a bit more olive toned. But I mean, you get away with this one too, wouldn't you? I prefer the deep. So this is the medium and this is without. Cool, huh? Instant. Instant. Get yourself some of that stuff. Cheap and cheerful. They both smooth on like a dream. Make sure your legs are well moisturized. You want to let the moisturizer kind of sit on your legs for 10-15 minutes, you know, before you slap this bad boy on. You also want to let this dry for, what do they say? I find that it dries very fast, but just to be sure, you want to leave this on for 10 minutes before you put any clothes on, particularly anything white. Great stuff, great stuff. Dropping. Next, I'm going to go on to Gradual Self Tanner. This is Quick Tan from Body Drench. I got this, where did I get this? I tried Sally's and they didn't have it, and then I tried, there's a beauty supply place at my local mall. So you check around, you can see, oh, it's called Beauty Plus Salon, and I paid $14.95 for this big tube. It is 236 milliliters or 8 fluid ounces. That's quite a big tube. It's like banana boat, or ones you can get in the drugstore are about this size, and I think they're about the best part of $10, if not more. So for $5 more you get this. This is an amazing gradual self tanner. It does not have a guide color. It is Hello. It is a cream coloured. It is super moisturising. It doesn't leave a super strong smell on your skin, so you don't smell like a biscuit. You don't smell like a cookie or a biscuit. It says, for best results, use on clean exfoliated skin. Apply evenly on body. Wash hands after application. Let skin dry before putting on clothes. Natural tan appears in 3 to 5 hours. Use daily for a deeper tan and then 1 to 2 times a week to maintain. This builds up fairly rapidly. After 2 applications, I have a nice colour. This is a no-brainer. I've never had this streak. This is some good stuff. Highly recommend that. In the same school as that one is the True Blue Spa from Bath and Body Works. I think they may have come up with new packaging. I think it's pink now. So that'll tell you how long I've had this one. This one's 6 fluid ounces. This is a daily moisturiser and gradual self tanner with SPF 15. That one didn't have an SPF. So this one actually has a little bit of SPF in it. For my fair skin, that's not worth the fiddler's fart. Same thing. Slap it on as your moisturiser. This one has a little bit of that fake tan smell. It's the same kind of colour, but as you can see over time it does darken. So these are both kind of olivey based. You get a lovely glow from both of those. That's a no-brainer. So if I apply one of the weekly self tanners and I want to moisturise and maintain that glow and kind of let it wear off slowly as opposed to splotchily, I would apply one of these bad boys on every other day or every 3 days until it's time to reapply one of the big bad boys. This is Fake Bake Luxurious Golden Bronze Flawless Self-Tan Liquid and Professional Mitt. I don't know that there's anything I don't love about this other than I whipped through it like a kid through a bag of Twizzlers. This is a fantastic product. When I'm in Ireland I can get this in Boots, but it's quite expensive. So I order mine from Amazon.com here in the United States, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, for one it's about $15. So I buy them like 4, 5, 6 at a time because I've whipped through these in the summer months. Let me just disclaimer, I'm frog belly white. I'm like whiter than white. I actually have a bit of self tanner on me right now, so this is dark for me. I burn, and I'm trying to save myself the wear and tear of the sun, so I self-tan. Then I don't have to worry about being all glowy in the sunshine and giving somebody a migraine because the rays are bouncing off me. Anywho, nanny, I think this is my all-time favourite. It is $15. I will annotate that there. It comes in a box, and what it comes with is amazing. It comes in a little mitt. It's the same mitt I showed you a minute ago. It is a liquid and it comes with a pump. So you take this lid off and you twist in your little pump, which also makes it really handy if you're going somewhere. I would pack this, double bag this in a Ziploc bag just to be on the safe side. You don't want it leaking. Rinse this out with water, etc, etc. It comes with 2 gloves and velvet mitt. This is so soft. I have used the Tropez mitt. I've used, I think the Tropez mitt is the one that's most readily available. So I've used that. I've also used a mitt that I bought in Primark in Pennies in Ireland, and I think this one applies the best. So I mean, I wash these, I put them in my washing machine, and I put them on the delicate wash so that I can reuse them. So there's your velvety mitt. This one, so pretend this has a nozzle, right? So what I do is I spray this on myself, and then I use my mitt to rub it in circular motions. I apply all of these in circular motions. So this is the bomb.com. It's a no-brainer. I've never had any streaks from it. The key I find to the weekly self-tanners is you must be exfoliated within an inch of your life. If you're going to shave, shave 24 hours prior to application, otherwise you get build up in your little hair follicles. I'm sure if you use soft tanner you're aware of that phenomenon. You moisturize after you shave. The day you self-tan, I pretty much do it with all of these except the Sally Hansen. The day I tan, I hop in the shower, I use my regular soap on a loofah or those exfoliating mitts, and I give myself a good old exfoliation. I don't use anything that can build up on the skin, so no cream-based shower gels and none of those exfoliators that have oil in them because they leave the oil on your skin. I do use those in between tanning because they help wear off the tan uniformly. So I exfoliate in the shower, and when I get out I dry off thoroughly and I do not moisturize. It was somebody at a spray tanning booth told me that because my spray tan was going on a bit weird, like it was adhering to some parts and not the others. They told me only to apply moisturizer on the heels of your feet, you know, anywhere you don't want the tanner to build up. So I put it on the heels of my feet, kind of along my toes, my nail beds. I don't put it on my hands because I'm wearing gloves. What else do I do? Where else do I put it? I rarely put it on my knees and elbows because I don't have a buildup of dry skin there. I'm pretty lucky, I moisturize a lot. So that's the key. Do not exfoliate, do not moisturize before applying these weekly self tanners. Alright, my new favourite is this Zentan Deep Bronze Luxe. It is dark, instant colour. Oh, this one's sealed, hold on. It's funny because it has, let me see if you can see that, a kind of a green tinge to it. This is a fairly new product to me. For me, I bought this whilst, I got some on my hand, hold on. I got this while I was in New York. I got it at Duane Reade. I believe this is 8 fluid ounces again. I believe they were trying to sell this for $40, but I got it for $20. So that's pretty good, right? This lasts longer than this. I mean, granted, this is only 6 fluid ounces, but the liquid, I could get maybe 3 to 4 full body sprays, 3 full body sprays out of this, whereas I can get a good 8 to 10 full body applications with this. So value for money, I guess this is better. The guide colour is very, very light. So I can put this on in the morning after I get out of the shower and rub it in with my mitt. Let it dry and go about my business without having a mad olivey green tinge to my body for the whole day. It does have a little bit of a smell as it develops, like towards the end of so say I put it on in the morning, when I'm going to bed that night or in the evening, I get that kind of a fake tanny smell, not very strong, but this is an amazing product, streak free, not a streak in sight. And I think the bottom line is, for anybody using self tanner, streaks are not your friend. None of these products streak, not when they're applied correctly, and they're and we've come on such a long way from back in the day. So yeah, I highly recommend trying Zentan. That's pretty awesome, and it's a huge big thing. It's the same size as my Quick Tan. It's heavy, heavy. Tropez. I would be remiss not to mention Tropez. This has been a lot of people's favourite bronzer. This is the mousse. I like the mousse. The lovely thing about Tropez is can you see that? Tropez. The lovely thing about Tropez is you can see where it's going. This one is the self-tan regular bronzing mousse. I also used the deep dark. Wow. You want to look like the Incredible Hulk? As you can see, the mousse has a guide colour. So you can see where this is going when you put it on. I pump it onto my mitt and then I rub it into my skin. And then again, I would put this on before I went to bed. This is a nighttime tanner. I will put it on before I went to bed so that I could let it develop overnight. This will transfer to your sheets. Just trying to make sure that I wrap it up well. It will transfer to your sheets, the guide colour will, but it rinses right out. This one also, if you apply this at night, will transfer to your pyjamas or your sheets, but it washes right out. Nothing has ever permanently stained anything. It has a great guide colour. It is a really natural tan, nothing orange about it. The mousse is nice, gives a nice even application. Yeah. The super tan one, the one that gives a really deep tan, is great. One application. I mean, don't even set foot outside of your house. This one you could probably get away with kind of walking around, but it does have quite a strong guide colour. Nothing natural about it. But when you rinse it off, gorgeous, glowy. It tends to be a little bit expensive, so I would probably reach for my Fake Bake a lot quicker than I would reach for this. But I have used it, so I wanted to give you the 411 on it. And I have used the Intense one as well, which I prefer because I get a stronger colour in a very short space of time. The other honourable mention I wanted to mention is the Vita Liberata. I believe this is made in Ireland. Yes, it is. Is it made in County Antrim in Ireland? This I bought at Sephora. This is an unusual product because it is the 2 to 3 week tan mousse. The one I got is in medium. So Vita Liberata. Again, if I remember correctly, it is a mousse. Here's the dealio on this one working right. I don't remember a very strong developing smell on this. It's all natural apparently. Certified organic botanicals. Now for you. Made in Ireland. I mean, if there's anyone who knows about fake tan, it's the Irish, because we need it. So it says 2 to 3 week tan. This is only 2 to 3 week if you apply it, let it develop, rinse it off, and then apply it again, let it develop and rinse it off. It develops within 3 to 24 hours. So I think the whole idea is that you apply it one day, you rinse it off the next day and reapply it, and you do that up to 3 times, and then it will last apparently 2 to 3 weeks. I've never done that. I popped it on like any of my other self tanners. It's got a mild self tannery kind of smell, which is the worst. I think it's Tropez, to be honest with you. Yeah, there's perfume in that, you see. I digress. So actually, I must try the Vita Liberata as a 2 to 3 week tanner, seeing as that's what it's hailed as. If I were to recommend a tanner to you, I think I would have to go with the Fake Bake Flawless. I have used their Fake Bake cream and gel. They don't even come close to this bad boy. This is thebomb.com. For me, because I'm so fair and I tend to, when I get a colour, I tend to be that reddish undertone. This one looks the most natural on me. It has, for some reason, it has that Irish reddish tinge. So if you want to look sunburnt, use that one. Anyway, as the weather gets nicer, I hope to do a video where I have a full-on self-tanner. I never go really, really dark. That's the thing about me. I like just to have a little bit of a glow. As you can see, so the one I used for this fabulous tan that I have at the moment is the Zen Tan, and I've been really loving that. I've actually bought a couple of replacements. But if I want to get a full-on sexy glow, maybe I use both of them at the same time. I would use my Fake Bake Flawless. I suppose it's a quick overview of some of the self-tanning products that I use and that I'm very impressed with. Trust me, I have used pretty much every self-tanner known to man across the continents in an attempt to get that lovely sun-kissed glow. I just don't tan. I think my legs tan, which is ridiculous. My whole upper body would be like, I suppose, I don't know. I just don't tan. I'm dipped in sunblock. So this gives me a little bit of glow and a little bit of confidence, any one of these. Okay guys, I hope you found that video interesting and maybe it's helped you in your self-tanning choices. And if you tan naturally, I am a little bit jealous, to be honest with you. But I'm over it and I love you anyway. I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.